And good evening, everyone, and welcome to the fourth round of the ACeRS, the Army Cycling eRace series. I'm your host tonight, Ozzy, bringing you race 4. So tonight's race then will be on the Neoyko crit course. There you go, 7 laps at 28 kilometers on 105. So this is really flat, considering what we were on last week with regards to the very hilly finish on the Ledges of Lava course on the Volcano KOM. Tonight is very flat indeed. So yeah, this should be an interesting race. Just see if anyone, basically it's good for the brakes, I reckon. Anyone that wants to try and pull apart from the main pack, there's opportunities to do it. So it'll be interesting to see if anyone does. Result wise then, after 3 stages then, A category, you can see there Paul Carr in the lead of Ian Evans over the GC, and is also in front on the 5 points on the point standing. On B category then, it's very close with the top 3 under 30 seconds there, and the points wise, Steve Barnum is in the lead. Then with the C categories then, we've got, with the course standings, we've gone straight to the course. Infantry beating over the engineers there. And then on the C category times, again, the top 4 just within 30 seconds of each other. And then the points as well. Stu Murray there in the lead. In all in all, we've had over 190 riders across the Army and RAF and Navy racing, which has been great to see. So you can see why we've got all these different numbers and all these different names and stuff. So William's still anyway in the lead there on the D categories. And then over to the ladies on the GC then, Angela Laycock and Helen Glees there. Interesting though, Angela will not be able to race tonight, so that actually will gift Helen the lead if she stays in front. And Angela Laycock as well in the lead there with the points. So, mention about the course itself. So, I said Neoyko crit course, very flat, not much involved at all. There's the Castle Park climb here, and this area around here, which is off to the left, which would be interesting to see if anyone tries to break away on this segment here. But yeah, very flat, 7 laps though. So, you know, some people might take it easy, or you know, some people might decide to go away early. It really is a mixture of strategies for tonight's race, which will be good to see. So, yeah. Let's move over to the A category that's just got about a minute to go. Hopefully, I'll be able to see them shortly. No, you don't want me. There we go. Right. Fingers crossed. So yeah, all in all, like I mentioned there, 155 riders across the Army that are ACU members that are scoring for the series, but there's actually 190 plus riders we've had so far in the first 3 races. So it's been really good participants by everyone. Which should be good to see what this one brings out this race. It might be flat, but that doesn't make it any less boring. So yeah, hopefully we should see the men's going off, or the A category men's anyway, going off in the next 5 seconds. B category 2 minutes, and then C 2 minutes after that. D 2 minutes after that, and then E, and then the women's category straight after that. So off we go. So I'm actually with Stefan Gloin right now, currently. Who's gone up ahead there? Someone's already decided to push the pace. Okay, Ian Evans has gone very early now. Very early indeed. He's really gone off. 7 seconds already. He's pulled away from the leading group. He's really trying to stamp his authority on this race already, and trying to break the pack apart. And then that's Paul Card, the Jordanator. Seems to be leading the group at the moment, the Chasers. Simon Richards in the pack as well. He was also had a very strong finish on the castle, not the castle, sorry, the Volcano KOM. Yeah, so what's happening here? 3 seconds still. Yeah. You got a few numbers. Yeah, so we get 6.4 watts per kilogram there. So Simon Richard really wants to bring this one in, really close the gap on. And then we've got Rob McEwen. We've also got Alex Fick. Who else we got here? We have Tim Robinson. Let's say Stefan Gloin, Jake, Craig Bickerton. 12 riders in the A category anyway, so a nice healthy pack. Ian Evans is not wanting to come back though. He's going orange numbers. He really wants to pull away. Really wants to pull away. We've got the B cats then anyway. That's started to pull away. I just saw a few B cats. Let's see if I can find them, shall we? Louis Darrett. There we go. Warm up done. So Ian's claiming that is his warm up sorted. I'm sure everyone's grateful that he's decided to finish his warm up. So B categories then. 40 riders today, looks like. Quite a healthy pack. So we got Richard Smith there. Chris Stewart. Simon Howell. Was that Simon Howell already with some orange numbers? Maybe he decided he wants to have a warm up too. And there's a few others decided to respond in like. There's a few that's unfortunately just dropped out the back, it would seem. We got there. Partlin, Simon Ski there. Oh, Jay Howie, one of the Navy cyclists. Good to see Navy's come in as well. There's a few more actually as we're looking through the pack there. P. Deering, C. Morris. Yeah. Great stuff so far there. So, yep, everyone's sticking together. It's a little cheeky climb actually that we've got here. Tom Dobson was that I've got on there. Yeah, Tom Dobson. So obviously Tom had an unfortunate race too where he had a disconnect, all right? But he's still quite in contention in regards to the Bs anyways, in the points for at least anyway. He's actually sitting with around 213 points, so 40 off the lead. But again, best of 3. So, you know, if he scores well here, that's going to trump his race too. And who's that that's decided to go away at the front there? B. Jones. Ah, so we've got a RAF rider that's joined the pack today, which is good to see. So that should be interesting. See what he does. Right, let's see what the C category are doing then. Let's go down. There we go. C. So with Jamie Baxter there with the C's. 52 riders. So again, a nice, healthy bunch. How many riders? Doesn't say yet total we've got. So Ollie Roberts there. He's one of the riders that's in the top end of the standings. He's third currently with 201 points. On GC's fourth, though, he's 34 seconds just behind Stu Murray. In now. That's S. Wilcox. Or was that D. Wilcox? Sorry. Callum Derby. That's the SW Samuel. He's one of the new actually riders that recently have come over to the series. I was talking to him in the week. So he's new to the series, so hopefully he has a good race today. I know he's very fresh with all this kind of racing business. So yeah, have a good race. We got in the chat. God, I can't make this one. Come on, the AGC and reclaim third. Come on, AGC. I'm gutted. You're welcome, Sean. Come on, oh, Joe Purbock's in the chat as well as gone blank here. Tim's there as well. 7 laps gonna be brutal. Yeah. How comes you weren't racing tonight, Tim? Yep, Sean Dodsworth as well. Well done, Aussie. Thanks for thank you, Sean. Right, let's go down to the D's. Let's try nope. Find Ches Chester. He's a reliable D category rider that's normally with us. Nope, he's not there today. John Bissett. There we go. Right. Nope. I've gone back to that again. Do you not know? We want John. There we go. Is that John? Nope, that's not John. Let's see if we can find ourselves some D's, shall we? Actually, let's go to see the ladies are set off. No ladies yet. No apologies, as we're just working our way through the riders, just trying to find ourselves D category. Currently, we can't seem to find any. Steve Rose. There we go. That's a D category rider. There we go. Okay. So, we got 31 riders. So, there's already a bit of a disconnect there. So, this would look like this is the lead group. John Bissett there. Yep. And then we've got G7285. We'll try and decipher the numbers. Something popped up, otherwise I would. Shame to hear, Tim. Well, got next week's race. That should be an interesting race. We'll talk about that in a little while. Will's still there. Bill, he's one of the infantry riders. Probably back. He's back next week in my new cat seat. Yes, you've managed to prof there. Okay, B still, yeah. So he's the current leader for the D categories. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what he does today. He's probably going to just be marking any attacks, I can imagine. I know I probably would be doing the same if I was Bill. I would probably mark any attacks. But then we've got the likes of Ian Wheatley. Is he in the group? Let's see if I can find Ian Wheatley. Can't see him. He might not be in the group, which is unfortunate because he was our next rider, Paul van der Waal. So he's 4 minutes down on GC. So again, you never know. That's a cheeky one. Who's this that's pulling off the front there? Who's that? Will Steele. Okay, you talk of the guy and he decides to do something. He must realise that he's on the cameras and wants to flex a bit. This though is actually quite a good part to do it on. Actually, we'll say flexing, but it's a good part of the course. You go down. There's a small, like a gradual climb, and then you've got this descent coming on now. So it is actually a good part to try and do any damage or to try and break away at least. Because you can see already there is actually a small gap that's been created just by that small tack on the top there. Now these guys at the back can catch up with the descent, and there's enough of them that they should work together. But it will burn some matches to do so. And these riders equally would need to do some work themselves to try and keep away as well. So yeah, see what happens there. It'll be interesting to see how this develops. I'd say it's 7 laps, so it's going to be a lot of backwards and forwards, checking seeing all the different riders, seeing who's doing well, who's not doing what. But it'll be good. Again, in the chat, just by means, give me a shout. Any riders you want to look out for, any riders that you're cheering for, any cause that you're cheering for. Because don't forget, it's not just an individual race. This is a core race as well. So yeah, please give us a shout. Who you're cheering for in the chat? That'd be great. I'm pretty sure Tim will be cheering for the Remy anyway. That's I'd be quite surprised if it wasn't. Right, so let's see if we can find the women's. Let me find. Who we got then? Katie Vincent, Lee Hitch. So Katie Vincent is around. So let's see if I can find a. No, that is. This is the D's. Not. what we find as well, because everyone can see everyone, like we've had in the previous thing. This is obviously largely to help with the stream, but you will find there'll be situations where for example, the A's pass catch up with another cat. There might be an opportunity for someone to try and drop on, but again, depending on the caliber of the pack, it might not be as easy as it sounds. So we'll see when the riders come past what the other guy or the other riders decide to do. They may try and see it as an opportunity. Right. See, there we go. Okay, Vincent. Fingers crossed. I haven't done any damage there. Good. Okay, so what we got? 11 riders from the ladies. That's a good showing again. So Katie Vincent, she's one of our protagonists in this series anyway. She was 4 minutes 31 down on Angela Laycock. But with Angela not being able to race today, so her next closest rival will be Helen, if she's in. Yeah, HG's there. Oh, hello. She's also, though. What's happened here? Helen has been spat out of the group, it would seem. Actually, this could be quite important for the standings. Yeah, definitely. So with Katie there in front, and let's see what we got. 43 seconds already. And what was the difference we said? There's about just over 2 minutes between the two of them. So this carries on, then yeah, Katie could definitely ride herself back into GC lead on this one. Regarding points wise, I say, so it's best of three, like I already mentioned. So Angela has already kind of got a large amount of points, first, second, and second, which gives her 290. If Katie was to win today, for example, that would definitely get one of her 100 points anyway, which would trump one of her other scores. So yeah, that should make a big difference when it comes to the scores. That's my excuse, looking at those numbers. I'd get dropped. Yeah. I don't know. I think it takes a bit of a while sometimes, Sean, to get the knack of things on Swift. There is definitely a different mechanic to on road, obviously. Like I keep saying every week, but yeah, it's learning how to save the matches. I think sometimes, and not always go off an attack, and how to do it as well. But yeah, I'm sure you would hold. Well, I mean, you did last week, Sean, on last week's race. Where did you end up? I think you was fifth, fourth or fifth. And I know you haven't done much on regards of on the road. Sorry, in the virtual world, that is. So yeah, sixth there. And he was only just over a minute off the lead time. So yeah, I think that's a really commendable for the first time for a while anyway, Sean. Right, let's see if we can find some from the ACats then, and see what the A categories are doing. Right, give me a second. Let's find. Oh, right, brilliant. Back in with the A's. So Ian Evans still 6 seconds in front, and just passing some of the lead riders too. The C category riders. Unlikely that the C's are going to challenge that. No, they seem to have just let him go by and not trying to make the most of the draft, at least. I mean, he says that actually. Let's see. No, they've not really at all. So we've still got the chasing pack. So this looks like it's an individual time trial for Ian Evans. With the remainder, I don't know, 7 seconds. It'll be interesting to see what they do. That's for sure. So all eyes are on Paul to see how he's going to respond to Ian. He's, that's his closest competition. Matt Taylor, are they able to draft while passing lap riders? Yeah, unfortunately, Matt, I can't do anything with regards to the draft for the different categories. So yes, there is an opportunity to draft, but as you can see there, for a lot of the C category people that are being passed, they're getting, because of the speed that this A category peloton is driving or riding at, they are not easily passing them, but passing them enough and quick enough that they're not really getting effect. You can see there's 31 kilometers versus 41. So yeah, maybe the Bs, there might be a different argument, but it will probably take a little bit longer to get onto the Bs. And if they do, it's going to be on the back end. Yeah, I believe so, Matt. Race 2, I got in the group there. Yeah. I think for the leading groups, this won't make too much of a difference. You know, like John said there, you know, it'll be the kind of the back ends of them groups that will probably get a benefit, but for them it'll probably be then becomes a nice, easy, not an easy ride, but an enjoyable ride. So right, okay, here we go. There's a bit of a sprint here. So he yeah, everyone is the same. Yeah, exactly. Ian Evans has been caught up anyway during all that. They really must have put the pressure on, or Ian must have really just lift off the gas. Maybe Ian is just doing small bursts. We didn't see, obviously, when he was 6 seconds in front, how he got there. So I presume maybe he did a little bit of an attack on his solo attack, see who would go with him. Because I say it's actually quite a lot easier now to break or try and do a breakaway, at least anyway. As long as you put in like orange numbers like Rob McEwen's doing there long enough, you actually get a bit of a gap like he's producing now. If he gets a couple more seconds in front, then the riders behind do not benefit them from a draft, and therefore, you know, they then have to work a bit harder. 15% hill at the end. So yeah, and there you go. So it looks like the A categories are at least making it interesting, and they're not just going round in procession. They're going to be attacking each time round, and that, yeah. So Ryan Rogers there. I can't remember. Just give me a second for. Sorry, not Ryan. R. Rogers, Colin Patton. That's right. Oh, Colin Patton. He's say chill now, but he's in with that group there as well. Good. Right. Let's see then if we can find some of the B categories and see what they're doing, shall we? Let's find me a B category rider, and our B category rider is, drum roll please. No, that's the C category rider. Let's try that again, shall we? Oh, I've got a load of C's now. Oh, hang on. Did I just squeeze past? Nope. No, not S. So just bear with. So we've got in the chat anyway, we've got Tim Collins, I'm pretty much sure is rep or cheering for Reams. What about the other Matt, who you've Matt, you're AGC, I believe. So are you any rider you're looking out for in particular? Go. Richard Smith. Okay, Rich Smith there. We are watching currently. Who's that that's deciding to, someone in an infantry jersey, it would seem. Deciding just to, again, going through the alley sprint. No, not really much happening there, is there? Right. Okay, W. Stoneman there. So I noticed there, some of you probably watching, noticed the beats per minute. I know for Will, he actually he's got like an Apple Watch. Currently Apple Watches are not being supported, so he provides a screenshot of his exercise to the committee, just so you're aware. Which then, you know, we see that as evidence enough that that he was there and doing all the work. Okay, so who else we got? Let's talk about the B category, shall we, as we're on to them then. B categories. So we've got Simon Howell still in with the group, the cyclocross legend. He is, Ian is our adopted rider today. Fair enough, Matt, fair enough. So Simon Howell, I did see him in the pack. I think he's just chilling out in the back of this group here with the crazy hat. Simon only done 2 races, missed out on race 1. So unfortunately not in contention for the GC, but he's still very much in contention. It's still very much in contention for the points. Jersey, he's already been third and first, so 170 points. He needs just another really good good finish today in the top three, and and that will push him up to the podium spots. You know, and causing some headaches for the likes of Steve Barham and Tom McMulkin, which we mentioned. Tom there, he's decided to actually catch on to Simon. So you can see there, these are the brakes I was on about. So 8.5 watts per kilo. Oh, no, there we go. This is a little cheeky part as well, actually. Just before the castle sprint, so we should be going left around this corner here in a second. But there we go. So we can see now there's a bit of a string of the riders. Tom's trying to latch on. Well, why would Tom not? You know, they're going to be working together. And then who have we got here then? Who's this rider here? Will Kellard as well, actually. He was a rider that was had a good second race, I believe, if I can find him in our results. Will Kellard. He was around in, there we go, Will Kellard. I see, second. So yeah, he's only raced one race so far, but he was second in that race. So and that was on the punchier course. So definitely one to look out for as well in this race. Not just, you know, yeah. The B category, definitely in the points situation, is very much open still. And it's going to be very hard to try and pull apart this if we get any tiebreakers as well on who's, you know, score. But we've got everyone now that's actually caught up with everyone. Everyone now that's caught up with everyone. That was really good England, but you know what I mean. The peloton is caught up with the lead group. Steve Barnum's there at the front there, as you can see. I'm going just through the Castle Park sprint area. A few little lumpy bits here. I mentioned earlier on. This could be where so any preliminaries. Are there any preliminary dates? There is some preliminary dates actually. Let me just bring up my chat. I'm not going to show you my chat. I'll tell you when it was, because give me a second. There we go. So 15th of January to the 19th of February is currently 15th of January to the 19th of February is currently the prelim dates that we've got for the winter series. Pretty much a similar format, as in we're going to have 6 races. I think that 6 seems to be a decent enough number, where we're not you know, that seems to be manageable enough on that. We might consider bringing back in the sprints section, the sprint points and the KOM points as well. Just seeing on the on how easy it is to score them, because there's a lot of that seems it's a manual process going through them more than what we do currently, which is we have almost an automatic system in place. So yeah, Matt, there you go. I would read them dates back again once I pull them from my phone. What did I say? I said the 15th of January to the 19th of Feb. So yeah, get that in your calendar. You've heard it here first. Unless anything else gets in the way, that should be what we're going to do. Right. So that's the Bs. Let's go back to the Cs, shall we? We were with the Cs a little while ago, weren't we? So, oh, hang on. Is that? Did I see Ian Wheatley? Sorry. Brilliant. Sorry, I've just seen Ian's name on my riders. And he is the D category rider that I was trying to find earlier on. So it's good to see him in the pack. He is 40 seconds behind Bill Steele. So let's see what that happens with that attack there. And Matt. Oh, yeah, good. Glad you're happy. Hopefully we can have the similar numbers as we did. Oh, we may even consider actually, when we're going back to the Winter Series, we may consider actually bringing in the power-ups, but having everyone with the same power up. So you go through a banner, it will be everyone with a draft or everyone with a sprint or you know, so everyone will have the same power up. It's then up to the rider to decide when to do that. Just casually chilling at 2 to 2.5. Is Ian challenging the A's there? It's be interesting to see, but I want to check out on the C categories anyway. Let's go over to see the C, shall we? Williams. I suppose in a way, with this open, everyone can see everyone. Then at least if someone has been broken off, then they're not riding their own. They may find themselves with a rider to suffer with, regardless of category. Right, what was I going to try and do? Find me a C category rider. Oh, come on, Ian. Oh, so Ian Wheatley fan in the chat. Good to see. Right, Chris Blue. Right. Maybe Baxter. There we go. Is this the front of the pack? 25th? No, I don't think it is. S. Murray. He will be around the front, though, won't he? There seems to be just a little bit of a break there, or a chasing pack with the lead SW. So I mentioned that Sam, he's an infantry guy that recently joined us. So he's deciding to go a bit of a solo. Everyone's allowed. Is that okay? T Fraser. Everyone's just let him go because he's Royal Navy. I'm pretty sure T Fraser was won last week as well. So yeah, they've probably let him go. Matt, out of interest, why did you cancel the power ups? I think it was more of a just because it was a lottery thing, and we didn't want riders to be upset that they missed out, I suppose, on a on a result because they had the wrong power up. I think that was predominantly the reason. So that's why another reason why we're actually kind of looking at it, because it seems a bit, we're talking a good couple of years ago when it first came out, or when we first started doing these events, that was one of the things that we decided to remove. So it's in discussion whether or not we bring it back, and if we do bring it back, how we bring it back. So we'll keep you informed. Hopefully we'll be able to tell you all the courses that we're going to use, and the kind of rundown of the rules as well, hopefully by the time this series is finished. So you should be should at least be well informed by then, and have the Christmas break to prep, or at least enjoy your Christmas anyway. So yeah, we're just watching there. I would say Sam, one of the first riders for first race, and to be honest, he's doing all right. Isn't the front two ahead? Sam seems to be trying. Sam Miles, sorry, two Sams, is trying to do some negotiating with the pack, and trying to let them know what's going on. Because no fun allowed, Matt. You know this. No, we were going to try and bring some fun in, Joe. We're trying to start making it. It's kind of like its own discipline in its way, and I guess it's a bit of a game, isn't it? So the gamification part. But I think if we put in the same, if we at least give everyone the same power up, then no one can potentially, have any comeback if they don't have the right one. I don't care about results. I want the win. All right, Sam is really Swift algorithm hate you. Cool and heavy. Oh right, okay. So we're flexing now. So Sam wants to win. Well, I think Stu's right. If Sam wants to win, he might have to do some work. Stu doesn't need to worry about doing the work. He's done the work already in respect of that. He's sitting in front from 11 seconds from Craig. Let's see if Craig is with the pack. Is Craig with us? Let me go and just check. It'll probably be easy just to check. With power, and it doesn't look like Craig is with the group. So who's the next contender? So Callum Dervier and Oliver Roberts, and I'm pretty sure we've seen both of them. Are they still there though? Oh no, I think they've been. Oh no, Ollie Roberts is there on the screen. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm looking at. Who's that? Jay Furnace. Don't know who Jay Furnace is. No. Joe, you should give it a go. I haven't seen you on Swift, so definitely give it a go, Joe. You'll have some fun. We'll just do a few team time. Just do a few time trials. Therefore, then you don't have to worry so much. Right, let's go and check the women's category out. So Elle Newsham, Katie Vincent, and Helen has managed to catch up. I don't know how. She was a good fit. Well, she's obviously rode really hard to get there, but yeah, she is. Unless the distances are wrong. No, they're all in the same distance. So yeah, for the women's race then. So we've had Katie Vincent. My Swift days are behind me. All right, fair enough, Joe. Oh, I was always here waiting for you if you want it. So Helen's actually managed to bridge the gap with Katie. It'd be interesting to see how that happened, but that's made things a little bit interesting regarding the GC at least. So yeah, we got there 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then third, I think though we have got a few riders in front. Oh yeah, I just saw Jen Hitch. Right, okay, that's what we done, is it? Okay. Interesting. Right. Let's go and find the A categories again. Let's find me. There we go. Right. So it looks like the majority of them, I think 11 of the 12 at least, are all together. Yeah, looks like the A categories are still currently together. Maybe if some of them know that they're being watched, we might see a attack. Oh, we say that, and Rob McEwen. Rob? Looks like Rob McEwen has done it again. Maybe he's doing it for the cameras. So he's gone again on the castle sprint. 11. No one's responding, so they may keep it going. We got going here then. Yeah, it does look like Rob. Hopefully, Rob knows that there is no points for the sprints, and that's not what he's trying to achieve. I don't know. Fingers crossed. So if he's doing it for to, like say, animate and break away, then definitely worth a try. And it's good to see. I say these races, the of old, this was never used to be something that was able to do, not over comfortably anyway. And if, let's say, if Colin Patton, or is it Colin, isn't it, that jumps in, they may work together now, and that may improve their chances. You can see there, the Rob's now gone to 6.2 watts per kilo, so he's now trying to get onto the wheel, while the riders behind are steadily getting pulled away, it would seem. So these two now just need to work together long enough for work together, and they might actually get somewhere. Yeah, it's part of the section. Like I said, this is that steady climb here, 2-3%, and then they'll get round this other side, and then down they go. So what they need to do now really is kind of dig over this hill, put some numbers in, get the speed going, and benefit on that 5% descent there, 5%. They just need to work on that now. Hopefully that will roll them down quite nicely. Though again, if the riders back here do the same, then there's more of them, and the churn isn't as good as it once was, which is why it's easy to break. But it will they will be able to put them back. You see, they already managed a second there, probably going a little bit faster. It looks like these have they haven't dropped off necessarily. 5 watts per kilo, 3.5. So yeah, 5 watts. They're still trying to do something. Then Paul maybe sniffing at an opportunity to come over as well. That's the thing, is it's like if everyone does it, then yeah, then you're just back as a pack anyway, aren't you? But again, it's the matches, isn't it? How many have you got in your pack? And we're just finding now that the A's are catching on with the D's. Unfortunately, I haven't got a lap timer here, have I? A lap counter. So what are we on? 25.7 Ks. So the course itself, give me a second. I will get the course details. Because there's me chatting away, and for all we know, no race is going to be finishing. So I probably should keep a mental note of how far we're in. What course is that one? Neoyko, there we go. 28 Ks. Would you Adam and Eve it? I have, fortunately, got to the back end of this race, realising that there's actually, we get to the finish. So that was fortunate. I'm glad I kind of gave myself. Now I can see why. I can now add some narration to this story. They've pulled away because it's the finish, isn't it? And they are trying to get the point. So here we go. There we go. Now we're into business. Now we really know why we're doing this. So in Evans there has decided to bridge the gap, obviously. They're not got much further now. What did I say? 28K. So they've got 1.5Ks to go. Ian has just gone right past them now and has decided that it is now time to make a move and break with just over a K and a half to go. Okay, come on then, chat. Who's your money on? Is it going to be Ian Evans that's going to take the win here? Is Paul going to close the gap, or is he decided to sit this one out but have an easy time? Though he could do with his second place still, so he could still do with beating these two. Ian Evans there. Oh, there he is. Ian Evans, quite comfortably at the moment. 3 seconds. Seems to have gone solo, went round him, and has, yeah. Looks like he's going to pick the win. Looks like he's going to pick the win. But I don't want to be too sure of that, just in case. So we'll go round. Oh, what happened there? What happened there? That is disappointing. Oh, I think we just had a disconnect. Jordinator there. Right, okay. Sorry for that, everyone. Right, hopefully you can just get back in time. Ian Evans there. Yeah, right, okay. There's the banner. Well, we just managed to get that back in time, didn't we? Right, Ian there taking the win quite comfortably over the remainder. Let's see where we can go here. Slingshot, engage. Yeah, that's exactly how that works. Right, let's see who else we can find quickly. We get to the bees now because the bees are going to be not so far behind. Bear with. Third. Okay, brilliant. Okay, in with Simon Howell. So he's first. He's got a little group here. He's managed to break with who we've got. Steve Barnum there. Yeah. Of course, Tom McMulkin and Will Kellard. So these are the kind of big players in the B categories at the moment. So this should be a sprint finish between these four, I reckon, unless someone decides that they do not want to sprint and they will attack for the end. We'll see. Well done all. Right. Okay, Ian Evans is an animal. Yeah, that was pretty pretty sick for me in there. Really good time to attack. Use that momentum, rolled across the other two, and then just like he put in on the chat there, he said slingshotted his way to the front, and that was that really. The remainder just didn't have nothing left or wasn't able to close the gap. So yeah, well done to Ian Evans there for the win. So we got Will Kellard, Steve Barham, Simon Howell, Tom McMulkin here. 3 seconds. Louis Darroch's behind, and M Hurst as well. With a few other players. Louis Darroch, I think I just saw there. So yeah, quite a lot of players. Be interested to see how the C category does, and see if Sam Miles convinces the riders that he wants to win and therefore they should work for him. Oh, we've got the pack that's catching up behind him actually. So there's a breakaway, but these have actually worked together to actually bring everything back. We've got not far now, and they've managed to catch him. Oh, this is interesting actually. This is very interesting because these are points now for the points competition. These could be valuable points they're going to lose, but they are all engaging now. You've got Simon Howell there pushing it really hard at the front. Simon Howell, Numinator's taking the win, I think. Yeah, no. Simon Howell's taking the win there with Tom McMulkin, looks like, in second, and the Numinator in third. What a sprint finish that was. Well done to everyone there. Right, let's see who we can find quickly from the C categories. We said Sam Miles was a person of interest, so that's fine. You, Sam, you were talking. Right, okay, here we go. So, not Sam. Looks like a quite healthy pack, unless there is a group in front. What we are, third, second, and I think there is a Navy rider. The one we mentioned earlier on, T Fraser. There he is, solo in it. I've just lost him. He was there. So, yeah, there's T Fraser. No, Kev, let's get this right. So close, Rick. Well done. That's great to see the chat all live tonight. Actually, that's really good to see. So yeah, we've got the Navy T Fraser. I wanted Thomas Fraser, which, like I said, I'm pretty sure Thomas won a few weeks ago. Oh yeah, he ran a race 3. So yeah, don't boo him though. It's fine. It's fine. We've invited the Navy along, and it's great that they're actually helping to bring the numbers up. So thank you, Tom, for taking part. Be nicer next time. That's all I can ask for. But great to see the Navy involved. So we're going to move down now, Tom. We're going to swatch the rest of the pack because you will be taking the glories for sure. Right, okay, come on then, chat. Who we got with the C category then? We've got Callum Derby, Pat Weir, Ollie Roberts, I see. Is Sam Miles in the group? He is. Sam is here. Yeah. Who else we got? Peacocks, Callum Derby. Got a few. Let's see. I think we also might have a few Jay Hitches in here as well for the women's. Bloody internet is gone diabolical at the moment. Hopefully we can get back in time. Yeah, we don't want to see me. Come on. Come on, Dan Cross. I'm sorry, chat. I have lost quite a lot, and no one wants to. Stu Murray. Let's see if I can get Stu Murray. Keeping on me at the moment, which is very annoying. Come on. Apologies, chat. Let me just see if I can get anyone up, because at the moment, computer says no. This is awkward. This is a disappointment, because I'm pretty sure that would have been a really close finish as well for the C's. Let's see if I can try again. Let me reboot the companion app. Again, apologies, chat. I'll keep an eye on Swift Power, see if Swift Power tells me what's going on. Yeah, no, it's not. I've got a connection, so why has Swift... Oh, here we go, right. I think I might have missed the finish there, unfortunately, chat, sorry. Let's see if we can find... Who we can find. No, it's not even... Oh, it's all kind of disappointments going on. Apologies, chat. I know you're all going to be moving away shortly. Let me put on... So let's see if we can update. We'll get probably the finishing soon coming up on that while we're. Oh, here you go. Right, D Cross. We mentioned Dan Cross. That's great. There he is, 21st currently. John Bishop there. I think, unfortunately, it would seem that I have missed the category finish. It would look like I have anyway. Yeah. Unfortunately. I cannot explain. Issue Chituk there. Yeah, it looks like I have I've missed, unfortunately, the C's finish. So I'm going to try and see if I can get any of the D's. I'm trying to predict what we've got. 21, 25 Ks. That's Chris Stewart. No, sorry, Tom Stewart. 21. Phil Carr. Right, let's see. S. Williams. Nope. D. Metcalf. Obviously, Cat Rider, they're just all coming in now. Will Still. Here we go. Right. So 25 Ks. Where we got there? Neil Herbert there with him. So that's first and second. There we go. Right. I think it with the we're with the D's. Currently what we got 20, so about 3 Ks to go with them. So let's see if we can find the women's group in front. There was a women's, I'm pretty sure. 22. Let's see if I can find Katie in the mix. 24. So they are behind the Will Still group. So see if we can get Will first. He's Ian Wheatley. So he's 20 seconds, 18 seconds behind. Got Will Still there. All right, okay. So Will Still and Neil Herbert. Here we go. They're trading blows currently, it would seem. So come on then, chat. Hopefully we'll be able to see the finish of this one. So chat, come on, Will Still, Neil Herbert. Who's our money on? I think Infantry versus RLC, and these are actually also the committee members as well. So there's probably some bragging rights amongst the committee chat as well. So yeah, who's our money on? Obviously, we're not encouraging betting, but if you had any watts left, any sweat drops to spend, let's try and put it in context for Swift. So yeah, if you had any sweat drops to spend, don't do this to me. Then yep, what would our money be on? We've got Will Still, and we've got Neil Herbert. Jen Hitch looks like she 26.4. Pretty sure if I go on to the E categories, there's a Jen Hudson and a Jen Hitch. So they look like they're pretty much at the last stages. There is 4 seconds between them. See if we can pick them up. So Jenny Hudson there looks like she's bossing the front. Oh dear, looks like I've dropped again. Oh, I'm going to rage quit myself in a moment. What is going on today? What is going on? This has been a headache, and it won't let me swap again until, I don't know. Why are we dropping so much? All I can do, unfortunately, is wait until it comes back to life, it would seem. I can't do anything to encourage this. Respond faster. All I can do is select riders and then be told that I'm not going to see them. Oh, there we go. Jen Hitch, we just said there, didn't we? So, right, good. Doesn't look like we've missed the fine finish yet. So that was Jay Hudson just coming through the finish there, it would seem. She's just about to cross. Yeah, there she goes. So before I lose, that's Jen Hitch on her way. Cool. Will Still and Neil Herbert still trading blows. nothing happening. I'll say nothing happening. Oh, 170 beats per minute there, 171. So these are going to be hurting. So, yep, chat, we're back in. If you're with us, and thank you for staying patient with the technical glitches that we've been getting towards the end here. But who is your money on? That was some crits tonight. Good to see you in chat, Paul. By all means, give us give us your opinion. Right, here we go. Now, the finish line is there. Are they just going to cruise in? They are. They're not going to cruise. No, of course. Look, Neil Herbert there. Is he going to do it? Is he going to? Oh, across the line just. Oh, that's going to be interesting to see where that one plays out. And then everyone else behind here as well, sprinting for the finish. And there we go. There we go. There we go. Right. See if I can get back. Here we go. Right. We'll finish there. We've got the ladies. Unfortunately, you're watching the wrong version of it because I've been getting too involved with the race as well. So, oh no, you don't want me, do you? There we go. Right. Frost. Right. So we've got Katie Vincent. Helen has actually broke away from these three as well, and I'm about to lose everyone. No, we're still here. Right. Helen has broke away. Has pulled a gap. 9 seconds. Which is what Helen needs. I mean, she's already leading in the GC, but with the points as well, this could add some more points tally to her score. She'll be coming in at third. And for Helen as third, I think she's had a few of them. So she'll have a third, a fourth, and a third now instead of a third, a fourth, and a fifth. So that will do well for her. So Paul, please join in chat. How was that for you then? You said it was some crit tonight or some circuit tonight. So I'm presuming that was because you really enjoyed it. Right, Katie Vincent, they are taking the 4th spot for the ladies, for the women. And Louis Newsham there as well. Brilliant stuff. Great riding, everyone. I know there's a lot of riders. I'll say a lot of riders, and there's riders still out on the course. As you can appreciate, let's get in real hard work with this keep crashing. So let's try and find another rider, and while we go through the results. So yeah, if you were on the race today, please jump in the chat and just let us know. Yeah, tough circuit course for the lightweights. I can imagine, yes. No, for sure. But hey, you'll have some fun next week. I'm sure of it. Is this the right one? There we go. And Olivia Taylor. Great riding from her again. Nice consistent rider. It's been this is a 4th race out of 4, so she's sticking with it, which is great to see from Olivia. So let's go for I can't wait. Yes, I can imagine you can't. Right, let's start with the A categories then, shall we? Give me a moment. Right, A categories. So it would seem that Ian Evans first there with 5 seconds then over Colin Patton, Rob McEwen in third, and Paul Carr in 4th, which is definitely an interesting finish. Paul, he will. I'm just thinking of the points there. For Paul, will he still be okay? So that'll be a first, a second, and a first. So that's his best, and then a first, a second, and a first for Ian. So in regards to points, Ian would be in front, I believe, probably 105 points. Yes. And then, but he's only managed 8 seconds, it would seem, on Paul Carr though. So Paul Carr still leading the GC competition. So yeah, that's the A category anyway. Roughly, this is all preliminary. Don't hold me to this. B cat Simon Howell once again taking another win. So for his tally, that's going to be 3 races. So his 3 races would be a first and a third and a first. And when you've got Steve Barham, which was okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 there. So that would trump a first and a third and a second. So there's a good chance that Simon Howell might be leading the points competition after tonight. And then Tom McMulkin there as well, second. So that might even do him some good. A first, a fourth, and a second. No, still would be behind. Newmanator, Rick Newman, always around. Yeah, good. The GC then, Steve, it was a sprint finish, wasn't it? So there's no change really in the GC. Steve will still be winning the GC. So, yep, that's that. Now let's have a look in the C category. So Tom Fraser, once again, for the Royal Navy, takes the very comfortable win there. There's Adam Page. That doesn't seem right. Or maybe it does. Okay, I mean the time 4:30. Yeah. Oh, okay, 10 seconds in the 10 seconds. So I say it doesn't seem right. We didn't get to see this finish, did we? In the end, because of the technical problems. So we had Tom, then Adam, then Sam. A third place for the first race, which is good. Ollie Roberts, Paul. Where's Stu Murray in all of this? Stu Murray being there, 4:48. So he was part of the sprint finish. So regarding GC, no change, but the points, he's going to be low down on the points. First and a third. Craig Scott, unfortunately, not here. Ollie Roberts, a 5th, a 6th, and a 7th, and that would have been a 4th as well. So it looks like the points anyway would be very similar. Ollie might have just dropped, or might have gained a few places there. Or a few points anyway. D category. So Neil got the win over Will Still there. So he managed to grab that win for the sprint, which was an exciting sprint to see. And then Carl Proctor, Ian Wheatley for a first. So that should be good for points, though it seems like that Will still be there for both the GC and the points competition. And then E category, then Jenny Hudson, Jennifer Hitch. So let's go. Did Jenny Hudson have a race in her before today? No, it doesn't look like it. Jen Hitch, though, 2 races. So that would be 3, a third, and a second. That will push her a nice few places. Probably above Katie Vincent, though. Angela Laycock still looks comfortable on the first spot for now, but again, 2 races still to go, and we have only had Eva Newton and Laura Furness, for example, only racing 1 race each. So if they were to race the next 2 races and they would get in first places, which they are renowned for, that would definitely cause Angela some headaches. There we go. Again, as always, thank you for watching. I want to say, if you're in the chat, please comment again on how well or how much suffering you did in that race. Next week is the oh Christ, again, you'd think as the organizer I'd remember these off the top of my head, but I am going blank at the moment, so just give me a second. Next week's race is thanks Ozzy, no worries Paul. Thank you for joining the chat and commenting. Files, here we go. Synced files. ECU. Give me stage. Road to Ruins. Thank you, Paul. Right, cheers. Thank you. I'm glad someone commented that because I'm throwing all sorts of blanks. Yeah, so Road to Ruins, which is an interesting course because you have got you've got the gravel dirt section. There we go. We got there. So yes, for those that are experienced with Swift, they may consider doing a bike swap and going to like a mountain bike or a gravel bike on that stage. So that would be interesting. It'd be interesting to see what riders do because you can really bring up some time. I did a group ride not so long ago on Road to Ruins, and I managed to gain 20 places. Admittedly, it was a group ride, but I managed to gain 20 paces just from a steady ride on a mountain bike compared to a road bike. So if you're not familiar with doing bike changes, or you think is it worth it, you might need to consider it. Not saying it's going to decide a race necessarily. It might do, depending on how well, if you decide to do it and it's like a pit stop essentially and it goes wrong. But equally, it'll be a interesting one to see for sure. And then we finish on Climbers Gambit for race 6, which is the final of the race, and it's the summit finish on the Epic KOM. So that one really will, once they cross the line, those that are still in contention for the GC at least, going to decide that. And even for the points, that the lighter riders are definitely going to gain some points over probably the heavy riders for that race as well. So yeah, it'll be interesting. Anyway, that'll be me now for the night. Once again, thank you for joining us. Thank you for commenting tonight. The chat has been actually much more active and busier than it has been before, which has really helped for actually me, because at least I've got someone to talk to and I've got some feedback and got some questions to answer whilst I'm messing around trying to find riders. So yeah, thank you for watching. Thank you for your time and always. And yeah, I'll see you all again very soon. From me, good night.